What's going on, guys? Straight Outta 9 here. If you guys have been watching my channel or subscribed to my channel for a while, you guys have known that I have been using my Silhouette 2 for probably about the past 3 years, maybe even a little bit longer. And this machine, with this machine, I've done t-shirts, I've done decals, currently I'm doing stickers, I've done lanyards, I've done license plates, I've done glass etching. I've done a lot of different products. But honestly, it's slacking on the size. The 12-inch cutting width always was an issue for me. Not too much of an issue, but it always, it restrained me a little bit. So thanks to Silhouette America, that actually is not an issue any longer. As of today, I will be opening my Silhouette Cameo Plus. This is a 15-inch width machine, stated right there. It's taken me a while to unbox this machine. I've been so busy with my projects in life, my projects for my business, and I haven't had the chance to open this box. So now it's an issue because currently my Silhouette Cameo 2 is actually not keeping up with my orders. So finally I get to bust this box open and actually reveal its contents. I'm going to show you guys, basically this is going to be an unboxing video. I'm going to show you guys what the Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus contains, and hopefully we might even get into the first cut or the first decals. I'm not so sure, as I still have to download the software on my laptop and possibly just kind of get a quick little feel for the machine itself. I have never used any other machine other than the Silhouette Cameo 2, and this machine actually, like I mentioned before in other videos, to me this machine has been worth its weight in gold. There's still nothing wrong with this machine. It still works fine. I'm still gonna use it. As a matter of fact, I had bought another Silhouette Cameo 2, which is back there. That was a while back, for one time that I had a bunch of orders that I just wasn't gonna fulfill on one machine, so I bought the second one as a backup. And these machines are awesome. I can't say anything, absolutely anything bad about these machines. So I'm still gonna have these as my backup machines, to do small little quick decals or stuff like that that I'm used to. But the 4 Plus will be my main machine from now on. Also, the width allows me for 3 extra inches of cutting width, which is awesome. If you guys know, a lot of the places where you can get some wholesale prices on vinyl or HTV, usually they're 15-inch widths. So one thing I do a lot of is purchase 15-inch rolls, much like this one, and then I painstakingly go and trim off 12 inches throughout the whole roll and end up with little strips, with little 3-inch strips, much like this, that I then use on miscellaneous little areas or small HTV or sticker pieces. So having the machine that can easily cut this at 15 inches is a huge plus. I can see how that would save me a lot of time, a lot of money. I can cut wider decals, I can make bigger logos. I mean, it's never ending really in the amount of things that you can do with a bigger machine. So I've been wanting to upgrade probably for like the last 2 years, and I had never really sought to do it seriously, but reached out to Silhouette America and they were gracious enough to send me this machine. So huge thank you to Silhouette America once again. If you guys are interested in this machine, links will be down below. Again, they are Amazon links. I want to clarify that, but they do offer my channel a slight commission, and therefore helping me bring you guys with more content. So thank you guys all that support my channel. So let's continue the video. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this box up. I never actually opened it. I did this much, I believe, and then I said, no, I'm gonna wait for an unboxing video. So I just simply haven't gotten around to it. So let's see. So right off the bat, they got this little printout right here from the design store apparently, and it kind of just shows you some rough ideas on some of the things you can do with this machine. Me myself, I will be looking forward to opening a few other doors for myself and for my wife also, because she's planning on opening an Etsy store and for her to have an extra income also. And honestly, I'm not sure if this is the type of stuff that she's looking to push, but it's a little bit different than what I do. But this machine basically does it all. So to have this in the household is a huge benefit to practically anybody. One thing I'm noticing right off the bat when I pulled this machine out was that this has an included roller, which, if you guys already know, this roller right here, I think I've said it on 1 or 2 videos in the past, is a dream to have if you're going to be doing stickers or not stickers, decals. Because I've seen a lot of people use the cutting mat on this machine, and honestly, I do not recommend the cutting mat. I recommend to feed the vinyl straight into the machine, and using this roller, it becomes so easy. So the fact that this has an included roller is a benefit. It's a plus because I don't have to go and spend extra money to buy one. So one other thing is what I was noticing is that they do offer different blades for different I'm guessing cutting different materials. So I've been looking into the rotary blade. I think that's going to be one of the ones that I'm going to be looking forward to purchasing, because I do not believe that it comes with this machine. Let's see. You got your plug. Okay, you have a baggie with a blade, it looks like, and some adapters. I'll put those off to the side. I'll show you guys all of these in a minute. Oh, nice. You have it looks like it's a 15 by 15 cutting mat, which, let me show you guys. Let me compare the size between a 12 by 12 cutting mat. You have 3 inches in one direction. I'm not sure if this is a 12 by 15 by 15 then, because this is 14 inches by 15. So it's a 14 by 15 inch cutting mat. I mean, I can see how. So I'm assuming at that point you don't, well, at least in the cutting mat, you might not have the full 15 inch cutting capacity. I think in this mat you're going to have 14 inches of cutting distance, but the feeder will accept the 15 inches, which is the mat. But I'm assuming if I don't use the mat, I should be able to freely roll in a 15 inch sheet and cut for HTV or vinyl. So, but we'll experience that. I mean, I'm planning on making a lot of videos for you guys with this machine, so whatever I find out, just keep recording. I'm gonna flip this over, not flip it over, but all right, guys. So let's pull this foam out. Looks like they covered it very well. Make sure that it doesn't get any damage. This machine is definitely bigger than the Silhouette 2. Like I said, I never purchased any other Silhouette Cameo, so I don't know the size difference between the three. That's cool. Slides right out. It's different than my old machine. So my old machine flaps over. This one apparently it just slides out. Now I'm just kind of going crazy in here and removing every type of tape that I can see. But if you guys have purchased any type of electronics, you already know that this blue tape is the first thing to go always. So. Okay, this doesn't look like it's part of the machine. I think it's just yeah, I think this is not part of the machine. Okay, I think these were just kind of locking the cutting head in place, keeping it from moving around as it you know, it was shipped. So the first thing that I noticed that's different versus my 2 is that this has the 2 different blade heads. But from my understanding is that one of these is for your general purpose cutting and the other one is for like more of a heavy duty cutting. I'm gonna have to go through the instructions and you know, verify all of that because I do know that the rotary blade that I want to install, purchase and use, I have to put it on this head. So I'm gonna have to look at this machine a little bit more closely. Let me flip it around and look at the back. You got some tape back here too. Now one thing I'm kind of concerned with, and I have to make sure, I might even give them a call and find out, is I want to make sure that my software, because I believe you're supposed to download the 4.3, is compatible still, and it's not going to damage my software that I was using on the Silhouette 2. I don't see that being an issue, but I still would like to confirm that beforehand because I have a lot of you know, saved settings or designs that I have done on the previous software that, you know, I don't know if I'll have to open two different things. I don't know, it might be a dumb question, but you know, I'll give them a call anyways to find out. All right guys, so I have watched a video on YouTube in the past that says that these kind of, you have to pull them out a little bit hard. So I don't know, I feel like it is a little loose, like I have watched somebody mention on a YouTube video in the past, but ultimately it doesn't really matter because the function of this is just to allow the roller, the material to roll and feed into the machine. So, and if I'm not mistaken, you're supposed to roll it in from the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and start looking at some of these instructions real quick because I don't want to give you guys any bad information. But as of right now, everything looks good. The machine doesn't seem to have any damage. It looks awesome compared to the Silhouette 2, that's for sure. The size is definitely a huge plus for me. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in. I'm gonna download the software, so I'll tune you guys back in once I download the software. I'm not gonna, you know, take you through that step just because I'm pretty sure we can all figure out how to download software nowadays. So I'm gonna update my laptop to accommodate the cutter, and then I might even give it a try to cut a first decal with this machine for you guys on this video. So all right guys, so I did a little bit of research on Silhouette America, and it turns out that I already have the most updated version of it. So if I'm not mistaken, all I gotta do is connect the Cameo into my laptop, and the software automatically know what machine I'm sending this to. So let me go ahead and start plugging all of this stuff in. One thing I do recommend for you guys to do, I had a bad experience with the program about 1.5 years ago where it caught some type of a virus or something and it crashed. So I did get a hold of Silhouette America. Their customer service was actually very, very, very good, but they just were not able to find a way to get probably about 600 of my files. And luckily my wife's cousin actually, you know, he's a tech, and he works for a school district here locally, and he's a very, very smart guy, and he was actually able to I think, if I'm not mistaken, I got roughly back about 480 files back, and each one of those files contained a lot of logos. So it was a lot of of work invested, time invested, design work that I was able to get back. So ever since then, what I did is I purchased an external hard drive, and every single file that I create on the Silhouette Cameo, I save it externally also. I have 2 different files on the external hard drive, and then also I save on my laptop hard drive, and then obviously I save on the Silhouette America cloud. I think it's the cloud, but their software. But you just never know, so it's always good to make sure you save your files in a some type of an external device. So that's a huge recommendation that I give you guys. So right now I opened up the Silhouette Studios. I run the business edition. So I'm gonna show you guys what I was gonna do. So you guys know I already I have a brand that that I started last year. It's TCD Mob, or Trocas Corridos y Desmadre, which is in Spanish. So I'm gonna run this logo right here at 15 inches. But if I'm not mistaken, I think if it's gonna be the same issue as the 12, where they give you a 12-inch cutting distance, it's not really 12 inches. It's about a half an inch less. So I'm thinking this is gonna be about 14 and a half inches. So I'm gonna try to cut that logo, a simple t-shirt, and hopefully everything works well. So let's connect all of this stuff up. All right guys, so the connections go down here. This is where you connect for your USB and for your power. All right, so I'm disconnecting my Cameo 2, plugging in the 4 Plus, and I am gonna power it up. Wow, this thing's awesome. Very high tech compared to my Cameo 2, that's for sure. Let me show you guys the blades go here. You're supposed to pull this out, slide this in. Now this is an automatic blade. I believe that this right here, the little sensor, kind of tells the blade where to set at, and you got to push it back in till it clicks. And I believe the machine is ready at this point. All right guys, so what I have here is a couple of 15-inch rolls of HTV. These are actually from the adhesive vinyl supply. Which I'll have links for these down below. If you guys go to their website and purchase either vinyl or HTV, they will give you an additional 5% off if you use the code StreetRiders209. So I'll have the link down below, guys, under the description side if you guys care to purchase some vinyl. This is actually B Flex America. It's their Gimme 5 vinyl, if I'm correct. For the most part, I have been using Sizer, but B Flex, this is the first material that I purchased, and the reason why I purchased them also is because they're 15 inches. As you guys can see, they go from end to end. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a try in the red. Now I did a lot of researching, guys. I did a lot of research on this material, and they have a lot of really good ratings. So I couldn't wait to try this out for myself. I've had this vinyl sitting here for a few months. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try. Since it doesn't have a roll, I'm just gonna put that down and install this, or run this down. Let me see. Let me show you guys. This is to release the little roller bar, and then to release the little clip for the rollers, you got to push down and it slides right out easily. This is a lot easier than the Cameo 2 is very hard to break that loose. So you guys shouldn't have any problems with this since it moves very easy. All right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and load this material in the in the cutter. Now, one thing I'm gonna show you guys. This is a little trick to one of the things that I learned on my Cameo 2, to make sure that this is nice and steady on the cutter. I always slide my finger with a little bit of pressure from one end to up here. I release the bar and then I recrimp it. So see, if you guys can see, there's a lot of play in between there, and I just did this from you know, just from curiosity early on, and it just became a habit, and it works fine. I feel like it helps the paper stay flat constantly, versus if you just roll it in, because sometimes it'll have some play inside here. So I just pinch my finger down here where this roller is at. I slide my finger over and I release and reclamp. Sometimes you see this little end move over just a hair. So one key thing that I've always done, and I'm gonna see if I can do it on here, is say I'm gonna cut, this is gonna be roughly 10 inches, right? So I want to run this to around 12 inches. Now I'm doing this to make sure that the material is going to stay within the roller perimeter. I used to ruin a lot of material early on when I was learning, because I would feed the material into the rollers and they were not dead center. So as the roller was rolling the material in, this would slide off the material maybe like a foot down, or maybe even up to 2 or 3 feet down. So if you're cutting a piece that's like 4 feet long, you want to definitely do something like that. I do it every time. It's just a habit that I have already, and that just ensures that I know that the material will stay within the perimeter of the cutting section at all times. So we are good on this. My GoPro died a second ago. I don't know if you guys saw that cut, but one thing I realized while I was waiting for the battery to charge up a little bit was that I did have to update the software or the system for the Silhouette Cameo Plus. So I just realized that it wasn't gonna just instantly be able to send the cut, because the file that I was using for the Plus, I'm sorry, for the Cameo 2, it was still cutting at a 12-inch width. So let me show you guys now. I'm gonna go to the design, clicking up here on the little page thing, so it shows you the area. You guys can see that now it's 15 inches. So now this is the width of the cutter. I'm bringing this, sorry, I usually have zoom into my laptop, but I'm just gonna do this really fast. I'm gonna bring this down to 15 inches, and it's still not okay. So the same thing's happening as on the Cameo 2. It's not really 15-inch cutting distance. You have to stay within the cutting perimeter. So this logo itself, this logo itself at the widest I can cut this is roughly 14.5. So yeah, half an inch is trimmed from that. So 14.5 inches by almost 12 inches. It's 11.99. I consider that 12 inches. So this would be the biggest logo I have been able to cut in one hit in the last 3 or 4 years that I've been doing this. So this machine is awesome. I mean, it's just saving me so much time and material. It's ultimately, I could charge more for the logo this size, something that I wasn't able to do before. Now, the reason why I say that is because before, I can still make 15-inch logos, but they cannot be a solid outer perimeter. See this outer outline? I would not be able to duplicate that. I could go ahead and do a 2-piece setup, but at that point, it's a lot of material wasted, and you'd have to charge for that. So it would either one of the two things: you wouldn't be making any money, or you'd be working a lot of extra to make the same amount of money. So with this being able to cut in one hit, I can instantly just do an upcharge of at least, you know, something this size, $5 to $10 more for a logo this much bigger. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my test run right now. I'm gonna hit the send button heat transfer smooth. I already had that on earlier. I always make sure I highlight this and make sure that it sends to cut. Force at 4 and speed at 8, and it's gonna adjust the blade at 2. Now this should happen on its own, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the send button. Oh, it's asking me about the mirrored. I'm so used to already knowing that when I'm doing HTV I instantly mirror, so I'm gonna send as is. Well, I feel like the machine is a little bit louder than my Cameo 2, which it's not a big deal because obviously I know that this is a heavier duty machine. But I mean, I'm loving the way it's moving and everything. Alright guys, really quick while the machine is still cutting, if you guys care to support my channel, I'll have a link on the description to go follow me or on Instagram, or go to my Etsy page where I sell a lot of my brand stickers, stuff like that back there, banners, lanyards. I have a lot of different things, accessories and t-shirts. If you like the content that I do post a lot of miscellaneous stuff when it comes to trucks and whatnot, but I'm gonna be posting a lot more stuff for business or small businesses or businesses from home. I know somebody had messaged me that they would really love to see how I make these right here. Stickers like this one. Let me bring this out to the, so you can see them in the, I'm trying to find one with glitter or something, or gold. Okay, this one has gold. But you know, this is the type of stuff that people are interested on my Instagram, on seeing how to make stuff like this. I had some that has some really awesome colors. Oh, actually, I just remember where it's at. Right here. Like this. Stuff like this is what a lot of people hit me up on Instagram for. They want to see how I make that. Things like that are honestly very popular right now on the car scene, the truck scene. So keep posted on the channel. Hit the the little bell for your post notifications, because I'm going to be posting a lot more videos on showing you how to make those fully custom decals that you could really just upsell, because you know, in this industry, honestly, the looks is a huge part on profits. So if you make a sticker that, or a decal that just looks awesome, people are always willing to spend extra money to get it. So keep posted on those videos, guys. Okay, the machine is done. Honestly, it cut pretty quick. One thing I learned early on my last machine is just never ever unload this before you guarantee that this was cut properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to weed this. I'm gonna go towards the very bottom, because the way I always see it is, if you find something that it cut fine right here, and then you take it off, by the time you're down to the bottom, it might not have cut properly down here. So I'm going to attempt to cut a piece. Okay, looks like it weeded fine. Again, this is B-Flex. They're Gimme 5 vinyl, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that seems like it cut pretty well. I'm gonna take another little piece right here, and and the reason why I do this before I release from the machine is because if I find that there's an area where it might not have weeded properly, I can always send it for a recut. I'm like, we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and release it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna slide this in. I'm gonna move the machine to the back. That it takes to make. Wow, that thing's a monster. Wow, guys, this is huge. Someone like me that's used to making, you know, 11.5-inch logos for a t-shirt, this is huge. Wow, this is an awesome logo for the back of a t-shirt. This is a little bit too big for the front, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is slap this on the back of a t-shirt and probably put my little TCD Mob logo on the front of the t-shirt on the corner by the chest, because I was actually planning on putting this in the front in the center, but so you guys can see this is pretty big. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the back of a t-shirt, and honestly, by the size of that, I'm gonna use a 3X t-shirt because it's humongous. All right, guys, so luckily I have some 3X t-shirts on hand. When you do this type of work, you got to have all of that apparel on hand, guys. Can't be lacking. This is a 3X. Let me give it a quick little wipe. And wow. You know what? I'm gonna put it in the front. I'm gonna put this logo in the front because it's nice and big. I think on a 3X it would look fine in the front. Wow, guys, I'm honestly blown away just now. Look how huge this thing is. And to think that I was literally throwing away all of this extra material because, well, not really throwing it away, but I was not using it because I mostly purchased a lot of 15-inch HTV rolls. And like I said, I trimmed them down to 12 inches so I could use them on the Silhouette Cameo too. But this is insane. I don't know if it picks it up on camera, guys, but this is big. It's a big logo. I preheated the heat press, guys. It's ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try and see if, let me see if this logo will fit inside the press all the way. Oh man, just barely. It'll barely clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a try. I have never used one of those measuring tools to find the centers. I have always been really good at measuring by eyesight, guys, so I don't really worry about anything like that. All right, guys, so I did the pre-press, took out all of the moisture. I'm gonna put this probably about 1.5 inches from the top. I love this because now that it's 15 inches, it fits well within my press, and this is perfectly straight. Wow. So I'm gonna go ahead and press this. I always give it a second press, guys, for at least 3 seconds. Honestly, let me turn my light back this way. I'm pretty amazed, guys. I really am. I was not expecting it to look this good. I was not expecting it to work that easy, and that I was thinking I was gonna have to put a lot more effort into getting this machine going, but there it is. I mean, this machine is literally ready to cut. I unboxed it, popped the blade in there, downloaded the software, put the logo, did the cut. It's pressed less than 20 minutes later. Wow. This is a 3X, by the way, again, like I mentioned, and I don't think I have ever actually felt comfortable letting a 3X t-shirt go, where I've said, man, that logo is perfect for that shirt, just because this machine just simply cannot offer that, unless you do a multi-color logo without an outline. Like, if you know, say for instance I cut this at 6 inches, this at 5 inches, this at 5 inches, and then I plaster them all together, I could get a big logo, but that's a lot of extra work that this machine just offers you in one hit. Wow. I purchased these separately. I've been trying to get the rotary blade, because the rotary blade, I feel like it's going to be probably the good one for, or this one might be good for stickers. All right, guys, so I have to remove my GoPro from the stand because it's overheating. So like I was saying, this is the only blade I was able to get right now. I've been trying to get the rotary blade because I hear that it's a lot better for the stuff that I'm planning on getting into. So I can't wait to do some projects with this blade and the rotary blade once I get my hands on it. But honestly, I am so surprised by this machine right now. It's like I've been sleeping. This software issue was literally nothing. I mean, it took me 5 minutes between the full upload because it takes about 3 to 4 minutes to upgrade. But it was pretty easy, and I like the fact that you could switch your media down here. So you know, right here, you could switch the media, so you can go from the Cameo 2 to the Cameo Plus. So that's what I was talking about earlier, that I was thinking it wasn't going to be an issue, which it isn't. So there it is, guys. Obviously, I'm sure you guys have heard "no quema acá." That's one of the famous phrases that's going around everywhere right now in the trucking scene. So this logo was, like I said, was created by me, and it's one of my stickers, which is right here. So guys, if I get enough likes, and you know, if I hit my subscriber count, if I get enough likes on this video, I will probably start showing you guys how to make stickers a lot faster than I want to. The reason why is because when I first started ordering stickers like those, you know, it's all ordering online, but then I started figuring that I have the machine, that one, and I have the software, and I have the logos. So if you guys care to see how to make stickers like this is actually quality stickers. And what I mean by that is I have actually paid companies for other stickers that do not look this good and aren't as thick and aren't waterproof like this. These are done in-house by me, as well as a bunch of other styles. And I'm getting into, you guys, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys probably seen some of my most recent stuff, and it's all in-house. I'm starting to produce these myself. That's the reason why I was trying to get onto this machine. I have a new printer coming in that is an EcoTank printer, so I can save my money on ink. I'm trying to settle some accounts with a couple of companies to work on some affiliations going for the get you guys the best prices on some of the sticker paper, the laminate, because these are laminated. I did an extra layer and they're laminated, so they're 100% waterproof. The issue with these particularly was the fact that my ink cost was still a little bit high, so that's why I'm switching over to an EcoTank. And if you guys have done your research on stickers, you would know that the EcoTank is one of the most cost-effective ways to go for printing. So that's what I'm doing. Enough hand talking. So yeah, guys, if you guys like the content on this video, if you guys want more content like this, and for me to show you guys how to make a lot more of the stuff that's actually sellable in the real world right now, if you guys can do me the favor, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the notifications so you guys can see my next tutorial video. I am uploading a lot of truck content also. You know, that's just something that's in my personal life that I'm trying to grow my brand, and you know, the trucking scene is part of my life. So you guys will probably see 2 videos versus 1 video of the tutorials versus the truck stuff. But you know, just, you know, turn on the notifications. If you guys don't care for some of the videos that I post on there, it's not a big deal, just skip them. And if you guys want to see it on the tutorials only, I am putting the playlist together. So if you guys click on my channel and go down to playlists, I have a playlist of only tutorials for stickers or anything that's related to the Cameo, and that's where I upload all of that, so you guys can see the whole series of those. I tried to make videos on stuff that I know you guys can sell and can make profits off of, you know, not just videos of whatever I feel like you guys kind of either care to watch for or I've seen other people do. I try to do videos on stuff that will turn you a profit. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to give my shop a quick little visit. Trocas, Corridos y Desmadre. I'll spell it on my screen, and I'll have the link down below for that also, for my Instagram on there, and for the Etsy page. And if you guys can do me the favor, just go give it a quick look. If you guys are interested in purchasing anything from there, just go ahead and do so through the Etsy page. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the next video.